Hey, what's cracking? This is Darren, Phat-Man McDuffie, helping you become perfectly healthy in tone, brought to you by I'mThePhatMan.com. So today's video is about how to read food labels. This is actually a series. I'm going to probably do 2 to 3 of these, and I'm going to teach you how to read food labels. I think that this is very important, and I've been in this health and wellness journey for probably about 8 years now, and there's still sometimes where I make mistakes with food labels if I'm in a hurry. I will pick up something, and then upon getting it home, I'll further read it and realize that I have to take that item back. And I've done that with a couple of different items, but today I wanted to show you this barbecue sauce that I ended up getting. If you look here, I got it from my local grocery store. I was out of another barbecue sauce and wanted to have some. And all the ingredients on this thing, and what really drew me in was a gluten-free. Like you see here, it says certified gluten-free, if you can follow that. And I read everything here and did not realize that it had natural flavors. You can even see it says natural smoke flavor here. So what I want to educate you on today is what natural flavors really mean. So let me pull this up here. Oh, not that, sorry. Let me pull this up here and let's go over this. So what does natural flavor really mean? Now you have several different names for natural flavor. You have natural flavor, natural flavoring, and artificial flavor, and these can all pretty much mean the same thing. Now with the FDA's definition of this, or the Food and Drug Administration, as that acronym correlates to, is anything extracted from plant or animal matter. So that means exactly what it says, anything extracted from plant and animal matter. And if you look here at the label again, you have natural smoke flavor or natural flavor. So where are these things particularly coming from? So here it says gluten-free. So you look at natural flavors, they can derive from either gluten or they can be derived from monosodium glutamate. My guess on barbecue sauce is that it's probably coming from monosodium glutamate. So let's go back to the text. And on this, monosodium glutamate is a flavor enhancer. If you put monosodium glutamate in anything, and I know that you probably know from years back where we had this big thing where we were banning MSG from our food. It was supposed to be bad. And I'll get into this on another video coming in the future where we're not necessarily using monosodium glutamate under that name, but we're using it disguised as different things in other food labels, and we'll get into that. But the danger behind monosodium glutamate is that it is a excitotoxin, meaning that it excites the brain cells to death. So you have several neurological diseases that are linked to MSG, and one of those is Parkinson's. You have Alzheimer's. You also have dementia, and has been escalated in our older population. So right now I lost my grandmother to Alzheimer's. I lost a great aunt to dementia, and I now have an uncle that's going through dementia as well. And I think that these things are directly correlated to the food. If you go back 70, 80 years ago, before we started putting all these chemicals and preservatives and different types of things into the food, we didn't have these problems. It's just now, within the last probably 30 to 40 years, that we're starting to see an escalation in neurological diseases. So everybody is having Alzheimer's or either getting dementia. And now with monosodium glutamate as well, you're starting to see these neurological diseases in our older population, as you have a lot of our children are being diagnosed with autism. You have kids that are also being diagnosed with ADHD. And the fact that they do have these conditions and they're still consuming the type of food that they're being placed in tells you something, that we're not doing something exactly right. So again, my guess for this particular barbecue sauce would be that its natural flavors are derived from MSG, just simply because it's a flavor enhancer. And anytime you're using barbecue sauce, you really want that barbecue sauce to be good. Food companies know this. They go in a lab and they synthesize these flavors in a lab to make them taste better, and also to get you addicted to the food. If it was derived from gluten, we'll go back to this, which it is not, because you see that it is gluten-free. Gluten is something that has been attached to over 100 autoimmune diseases. Autoimmune diseases mean that the body actually attacks itself. And my own personal story with gluten is for many years I played basketball, and it wasn't until after I began or quit playing basketball that I was diagnosed with arthritis in both of my knees. So I thought that that was directly attributed to playing those years of basketball and all the pounding and all the other things that I endured, just being on the court and doing different things. Now, what I realized is that that wasn't necessarily true. I gave going gluten-free about 7 days, and the difference in my joints before and after was a difference between night and day. And so now I'm very gluten-free, and I found out that I was gluten sensitive, which really made me want to get rid of gluten. So just be aware, and just to recap what we talked about on this video, is that you have natural flavors in food, and they can go under any different types of names here, and those things can be derived from either monosodium glutamate or gluten, and in some cases they can be derived from plant and animal parts, so you don't really know what you're getting. And just because it says natural does not mean it comes from nature. So you have to watch out for these things and read very, very closely when you're going in the grocery store. And if you see if you miss an ingredient like this, like I did, now everybody has that Walmart policy at the grocery store. You take it back, they give you your money back, no question asked. So you can take it back. Now, one of the only barbecue sauces, I like to give solutions on my video, one of the only barbecue sauces that I've found that does not have any monosodium glutamate or any unquestionable natural flavors is made by a company called US Wellness. And I will put that link down here so you can go and purchase their barbecue sauce. I've tried it. It's really, really good. And you won't feel cheated just because you're getting something that does not have any chemicals in it. So hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me some feedback on these. I know everybody likes to see someone in front of the camera, but this is something that I wanted to do to just give you an education, to educate you as to what is going on in your food. So again, this has been Darren Phat-Man McDuffie, helping you become perfectly healthy and toned. Please connect with me on Facebook. I will list it below this video, and also connect with me on Twitter. And don't forget to pick up my free report book called Between Two Thieves: How Big Food and Big Pharma is Robbing You of Your Health. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks.